Okay folks, we've got our next project here. This is going to be a new cold side charge pipe from FenFab. It is for the Explorer ST, but with most things, as with most things, it means it will also fit on the Aviator. Wrapped really well. There we have it. That's going to be the new FenFab cold side charge pipe. I went without the blow-off valve, just personal preference. This is actually a fairly easy part to get to. If you look down on the right hand side, let me see if I can go it this way, you'll see here we have our intercooler going into this plastic charge pipe here. It narrows down quite a bit before going into the throttle body, and so we're going to cut out really the thinnest part of this and replace it with the new FenFab version. So we have two screws to undo. The first one's going to be up here by the charge pipe, or excuse me, the intercooler. The other one is going to be back here. Let's see if you can see it, where the charge pipe connects with the rubber boot. Right back here. It's going to be a tight squeeze here. Just loosening that pipe clamp. There's going to be two of these. I'll probably go ahead and loosen both of them so that I have a little more wiggle room to play with. So I have worked the wrench back into that. See if you can see it. I am not crazy about how this is working or how the clamp is positioned on it, so we will reposition that when we get this new one on. So one thing I'm going to do is remove this hose that connects into the intercooler. It's just a blue clip. You pull the tabs back, and as you can see, that's going to free up quite a bit of room here. This pipe's been on here around 15,000 miles since I did the intercooler, and fortunately it's not stuck on there. We do have a bracket underneath here. It's just this plastic one, so we're gonna have to pull that and separate it as well. You will separate it into two pieces, and then we can just work this pipe out. So the pipe was pretty easy to get out of the front. Here on the back side, this hose is stuck on here with a bit of friction, so we're just going to use a pick to work around that a little bit, hopefully break that seal between the pipe and the plastic tube. So here we have the new one and the old pipe that it is replacing. Hopefully that shows up on camera how much larger this one is. It is I'd say significantly larger. Takes out the pinch point, and I think it looks great in this black textured coat that we got it in. From an orientation standpoint, it's going to be the larger end going into the plastic tube at the throttle body, and the smaller end with a taper going back into the intercooler side. I'm going to get those in, then I'll be right back. So went ahead and removed the other half of that bracket. There's a screw. It's going to be a 10mm, of course, that is located underneath the coolant reservoir. I think you can see it right there. That silver piece is where it goes in. I'm going to take that out for a little more room in here. So now we've buttoned it all up. You'll see here coming off the intercooler, we now have our clamp in place. This is a little bit looser than it was before, but we have a flange inside right underneath my finger, so this belt is secure. I've routed it. It does come really close to the intake tube going from the box down to the turbo, but I think we've got plenty of room there. And then I did end up taking off the right hand side of the airbox just to get a little bit better access. As you can see here, we are now snug. Everyone is happy. And so we're going to give it a startup, see how it sounds. I'm not sure if I could pick anything up from a leak standpoint, but all I feel is the exhaust fan's going at the moment. I'll go and give it a couple of revs. I don't think it's going to sound any different, but let's give it a shot. There you go, guys. Thanks for watching the video. If you liked what you saw, check out some of my other stuff. I try to do some projects and different Aviator videos in general, and I'll talk to y'all later. So here's the final install. Lines are back on, airbox is back together. This textured black really does look nice. It really has an OEM appearance to it. I always worry about doing anything that just stands out at the dealership when I take it in for warranty or recalls or anything. So I like it to be a little more stealthy like that.